Okay, welcome back. Chromebook, beginner's guide to web development, tutorials, and little tidbits of widgets and skiddly binks and stuff like that. All right, so here's another website. This is Code School. Um, we showed you free code camp last time. And I want to show you this one too because this is the first one I went to when I just kind of randomly got interested in web development. So maybe you're somebody that's at that stage too, like, what do I get? Maybe I'm interested in this. Where do I go? There's so many places. I don't know which one. And there's other ones besides Free Code Camp and Code School. There's a bunch of them, a ton of them. And I'm sure other ones are great too. But these are just the ones that I can talk about because I'm using them. So this is Code School. You actually have to pay for this one. So I enrolled here, and it's $30 a month, which after learning about Free Code Camp, I'm not so sure I'm going to keep this, but I don't think it's bad. I'll show you what they do. They have a breakdown like this courses. So 13 different courses having to do with HTML and CSS, 17 courses to do with JavaScript, and it goes on. There's a lot of courses. I mean, and the courses are long. They're not short little. They take a couple hours to do, and they're definitely not super duper easy, but not a lot of them I haven't even gotten into. You can go to it keeps track of your progress, so you can go to your report card, um, and we're just chugging along slow because of Screencastify. But the only reason you can see this is because of Screencastify, so no big deal. And it's going to show you your progress in the different courses. See, I haven't even started. I have no idea anything about PHP or .NET or Python. It's like back-end stuff, Apple stuff. I've only done your basic HTML and CSS, which is the best place to start for most people. JavaScript, which I've actually done a lot of, but it's a huge category. Just a little bit of that. I've just gotten into. That's important, and some electives, but it'll tell you, like, you get your little badges for completing stuff. So I've completed 100 levels, which is, a decent amount. So I'll show you how it goes down here at Code School. Path. Say you're in your basic HTML, CSS path. You go in here, and then it's going to be broken down even further to the courses. You're going to have these two kind of go together: front end foundations, front end formations. So those are going to be like your basic HTML, and then CSS. You got 5 different things. One's about making it so that they look good on mobile phones, Flexbox, emails, animations, SVG, which are graphics, really cool stuff. SAS. These are CSS preprocessors, which we'll get into later. CSS frameworks, which we'll get into later. Design, overall, look at the website. So we'll just go to like where everyone would start out so you get an idea. And it's a totally different style. Like free Code Camp doesn't have really any video content. It's got some video content, but it's not at all in-depth video content like this. Although they are gonna in the end gonna give you like similar knowledge, you know what I mean? So I've completed this, so it's just booting me right out the back of it. Let me see if I can restart it to show you. I'm sure I could redo it. I just have to click on the right thing. Why don't I? We'll just do it like this. We'll just go to Python, even though I have no clue what Python is, just to get you an idea. So you go right to your first course. And some of them are free, so you can come here and get a feel for what some of the classes will be like, which is cool. So start course, birds and coconuts. And they have like these funny little like song and dance intros to all the different categories, which are kind of cheesy, but they kind of make the site cool. And basically the format is they're gonna show you a video, and then you're gonna do some challenges, and they have a really built up.
It's time to learn some Python, a language to rely on. From printing strings to math routines, variables on the horizon. Start using true, false, and conditionals as you try Python basic principles.
Welcome to Try Python. I'm Sarah Buchanan,
She's
and we'll
pretty.
be covering Python basics in this course, starting with Level 1, Birds and Coconuts, covering math and variables. Before we begin our Python journey, let's go over why Python is awesome. Python is known for being easy to learn, easy to read, but is also incredibly powerful, making it great for beginners and experts alike.
Sounds like this might be something we want to do.
It also has expansive library support, meaning you can download libraries for pretty much anything, from image processing to data analysis to creating games. With all of these great reasons to learn Python, let's get started. Python is an interpreted language, and the interpreter shell is shown here, and we can type numbers and commands into it just like a calculator.
Hello.
For example, we could type 35 into the interpreter, and it'll just return it back to us. Anytime you see the 3 caret...
So that gives you an idea that they'll give you a bunch of information, and then you'll go into challenges. And I like this course because A, like I said, the girl is really pretty, and B, she said it was easy to learn. And so they have a really built up interface. That's kind of what you're paying for. The specific video content and this really nice interactive. So like I usually come here when I don't know anything, like for Python, for example. I don't know anything about Python. So I'd come here and I'd get my base. I'd take the 2 courses and kind of get a base of it before I go off and try to use it. And so far it's been pretty good. I don't know if it's necessarily mandatory because it does cost money or whatever. But they do have quite a bit of stuff you have access to. And if you really are serious about it and you really utilize your time right, you can really get a lot out of it. In a month for $30, then you just cancel, or 2 months and then you cancel, and it's probably be worth it in the end for all the information you're going to get from here. So what do they want us to do? Try by typing 2017 and subtracting out the year you were born. 2017 minus 1981, the year I was born. What's this going to do? Success. Oh, and you should get your age depending on if you've had your birthday already. That is, for example, no, I'm only 35. That did not give me my correct age. So there's a glitch there somehow. I will be 36 in about on the 27th. So in 5 days, I will be 36. But that's not a big deal. I guess I really shouldn't bitch about that. And then you just move on to the next challenge. And they get progressively harder. But as you go along, they're gonna really, really get right into the meat and potatoes of what every different piece of the puzzle does. Just go back out to my account. And so, I mean, I'd recommend it. Like I said, not a necessity, but it definitely doesn't hurt if you have the $30 or just go in and do the free ones and get a sense of whether you think you could get something out of it or not. But that's Code School.